price action review for the week of March 16th to March 20th. That's Monday is March 16th to Friday, March 20th. I had done this review, but my mic was off, so I'm just going to rush through it and I'll upload the other video with it. On Monday's trading, this was previous month's contract, but I wanted to see price reach for Friday's high. That's Friday's high here. Friday's high. So I took longs, and since price was failing to reach Friday's high, I saw it as some form of weakness, then I went short. But since price took out this current session's low, I saw it as some type of consolidation and I stopped trading for the day. But price met that with final hour macro trading with this candle here. With final hour trading with this candle. So I'll go to the journal entry. This is it. Friday's 1 hour rejection block. Since price was turning around this level here, I wanted to see price just stay bearish, and this was Friday's high that price later met at the final hour macro session. So I go back to my, and then we switch contract. There wasn't any other trading on this contract here, so switch to this contract where I have all these things outlined. Yeah, this fib is the previous, this fib is open range gap for Wednesday's trading. I graded it, I talked about it in the previous one. The price traded to this volume imbalance here and started selling off pre-session, and at 9:30 I went long because I was expecting to kind of like throw people off. I went long 2 contracts. I took my partial here and price stopped me at break even, but I saw it as okay, price is kind of bearish and it's failing to reach the upper half of the open range gap as well as the new day open gap, that is this orange box here. And price has been selling, had strength pre-session, so I went short. Because of the consolidation, I took 1 contract off at the open range low, then I took another contract out off here at these lows, and price kept on selling. If I had like 5 contracts on, I would have taken off one here and let the rest run for the session, but price used FOMC, that's this level here, which is also the level of the new, that's previous week's open gap, because price was using these levels so precisely. It was stopping at the highs, it wasn't going above, it was hitting the lows, and price sold off to Thursday's candle. This is Thursday's open with this fib here. Thursday's open at 9:30. That's this high, that's where the fib starts, and the high here. So yeah, the same logic. Price has been selling all day, and it might have been an easier target to try to reach for these lows. So I faded that move, but I was still bearish, but I faded the move because of the opportunity that price afforded me to make ends meet. That's the model, about 40 points. So I went long here. I took some partial here because price was failing to reach the 25%, which was my first target, and price was also bearish, so I did not want to push it too much. I took the partial here, so I reached for at this high. I closed my position because it was at the new weak open gap, which I was expecting to kind of send it lower, and also at the half of the open range gap here. So I sold one more contract, and at this low here, which is the low of the open of the open range gap, I took another. I closed my position here, and price, no, I trailed my stop, then price stopped me out here. Then I moved to the sidelines for the rest of the day, and price did the same thing that on Monday, went to make the high, close the gap at the final hour session. Then pre-session, price used the price sold off. That's Friday's candle. Price sold off again, used the new week open gap as support here, and at 9:30, it was 9:30's candle, left an open range gap from this high to this low. That's visually like this. This is the open, and the high was around here. So price did not trade back into the open range gap, which I saw as some type of weakness, and it went for the low here at 24,200. My paper trading balance. It was Monday 16th trading. And this was Wednesday's trading. And this was Thursday's trading. And there was nothing on Friday. I think I also showed an SMT between NQ and ES, NQ and YM. Wednesday made a higher high. Wednesday did not make a higher high. Wednesday made a higher high. And also how price used the previous week's and new week's open gap to make its delivery. And that's it for this review.